Now we're on to question 9, and it is a 6-mark question. We start off by focusing on sine of 140 degrees. And what we notice is that it is bigger than 90, so we're going to apply reduction formula. 140 lies in the second quadrant where we can use 180 minus 40 degrees. Now, next to that, we have sine of 360 minus x, which is a reduction formula. 360 minus lies in the fourth quadrant where sine is negative. So that becomes negative sine x. Now, focusing on the denominator, we've got cos 50, and I know that this is an acute angle. However, please remember that if you're given the value of an angle and it is not a special angle, that means that we need to make sure that we have those angles being the same in the numerator and the denominator, meaning that our numerator is going to simplify to give us sine 40. And 40 and 50 are related to each other. We can actually get cos 50 to become sine 40 if we use 90 minus. So if you have values of angles and they are not special angles, you need to make sure that they end up being the same throughout your expression so that they're able to cancel out. So I'm actually going to reduce this cos 50 as cos 90 minus 40 degrees. Also, this is something that you can do later on in your working out. It doesn't have to be done straight away. Now focusing on tan of negative x, we know that is equal to negative tan x. Let's now simplify what we have. Sine of 180 minus 40 degrees, that lies in the second quadrant where sine is positive, so it is positive sine 40. Next to that, we have negative sine x. Now below that, in our denominator, cos of 90 minus 40 degrees. 90 minus lies in the first quadrant, where all trig ratios are positive. However, 90 changes cos into sine. So that becomes sine 40, and immediately what you notice here is that they cancel out with each other. I'm now going to expand tan as sine over cos. What actually happens here is that the negative sine x and the negative sine x cancel out with each other, and we've got 1 in the numerator over 1 over cos x. So cos x is our final answer. But if you're not sure what happened here, or if you find it difficult to understand how to simplify fractions of this kind, I always suggest that you can rewrite your main fraction line as a division sign. So I'm just going to show you on the side what I mean. We had negative sine x. That is being divided by negative sine x over cos x. So notice I replaced the main fraction line with a division sign. And we know that when we are dividing fractions when we're dividing fractions in general, we change the division into a multiplication and the second fraction gets inverted, meaning that the numerator and denominator swaps around. At this point, you are allowed to cross-cancel. If any of your numerators and your denominators are the same, they cancel out with each other. So here you can see that the only thing we're left with is cos x. So here, cos x is our final answer. Now here's where your marks are allocated. The answers from the reduction formula, but firstly, getting negative sine x, getting negative tan x. Then where you applied reduction formula, those answers where you had sine 40 and sine 40, 1 mark for each of those, 1 mark for expanding tan x as sine over cos, and the last mark for your final answer.